doing here? And well, it's too damn early as usual, but I'm rolling north to the NYC. That's right, I'm going back to New York City because I got to pick up, I'll just make it a surprise. You guys will see. But the only part that really kind of sucks is I'm going to be going past where my dad lives. That's right, I got to go through the city, past the city, and a little beyond because, well, my dad lives a little outside of New York City, but unfortunately I just don't have time to visit with him today. So I'm going to rolly roll and keep on going northbound. I'm not driving the International today. Today I've got the Dodge. That's right, I got the little itty bitty wheel lift. But you know what? For some intents and some purposes, the little guys just seem to work better. So I'm going to roll and, roll. Good times. Hey folks, how can you tell when you're in New Jersey? Well, you see nothing but oil. Oil, oil, more oil, tons more oil, gobs of oil, and the place is a lot better than it used to be. I can tell you for a fact, when I was a kid, I can remember cruising through here, and the trip to New Jersey reeked. I mean, this area just, it smelled like rotten eggs. I mean, just from the sheer process of them cracking the gas and making gasoline, diesel, and all the rest of it, it reeked, man. I mean, this area stank. Now you don't notice nothing. I think the EPA kind of cracked down on them and said, reduce your reek. So, they don't reek anymore. Now it's still just New Jersey. Does New Jersey stink? It's kind of one of those unwritten rules. If you're from New York City, you don't like New Jersey. If you're from New Jersey, you don't like New York City. Well, anyway, I'm going to break off on this one, but I'm coming up on probably close to Newark, and still rolling north to the city. Good times. Well, not really good times, but I'm driving. Ugh. Alright, I don't know if that's going to show or not, but I'm on the wrong side of the river. That's right, I'm on the wrong side of the river because, well, that's the city. That's the city right there. Hopefully it shows. I got shaky camera action because I'm rolling north and trying to do stuff on the run, but hopefully that works. But that's the city. Bye-bye, city. I'm going past you. Alright, folks, clearly there's a name to my pain. It's the Easy Pass. If I had to pay this thing in cash, it would suck. But truly, the name to my pain is the George Washington Bridge. If you've ever been on this booger, right here, going across it, total pain in the, let's just say the nether regions. It could be a royal pain getting across this thing. Since you have the Easy Pass, though, it makes life so much easier. I would say if you're going to go across the George Washington Bridge and you're trying to do it with cash, and you're doing it on the lower level, you're nuts. You're just flat out nuts. Do not do that to yourself. Simply get the Easy Pass and use the upper level always. Just don't do that to yourself. That's just like banging your head against the wall because it feels so good when you stop. Ugh, not good times. Alright, well this puts me north of the Bronx. Right around the Bronx, actually, and I think heading out for Brooklyn, so I'm still bouncing my way northbound. I tell you, man, this is some of the worst roads I've seen in a very, very long time. Simply because I don't live here. New York roads are infamous for being completely, well, some of the worst roads you're ever going to drive on. If you don't like your kidneys, go to New York. You'll shake them loose. They might just fall out. Charles Plateau Hall. Oh, man. Pelham Bay Parkway. Oh, man, I haven't seen that in a while. Alright, well, now I'm doing a little bit of sightseeing because, well, it's just been a while. Oh, hell. Is there a castle? Oh, man. Alright, driving north. Alright, here's a little bit of an aside. I'm going to come up here to this street sign and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Gun Hill Road. That was the street I used to live off of. Gun Hill Road. Oh, man. Good times. Well, actually, it's where I'm from, so not bad times. Co-op City. Oh, man. I remember seeing them signs in my youth. Moving on. Alright, folks. As a simple fact of nature, you pound down a couple cups of coffee, pretty soon you're going to have to you're gonna have to stop here at a place like this. You're gonna have to hit a rest stop, and you're gonna have to, well, you gotta rest. So what did we get today? Today we got ourselves a Mercedes G-Wagon. It's a GL. Oh, what the heck is this booger? Let's take a look here. Okay, being very careful. It's picked up, strapped down in the front, of course with the wheel lift. Picked up, dollied in the back with additional straps. Be extra, extra careful. And of course, what is this booger? It's a GL 550. Extra, extra tasty, but bad. And yeah, it'll separate you from, well, 50 to 70,000 of George Washington's cousins from your wallet and take up a very expensive parking space in your driveway. I guess it's worth it to some people because I got one. I don't own one. I'm towing one. I don't think I would get one of these anyway. I'm kind of like Porsches. Porsches. Good times. Alright, well, here's the story. The vehicle got bought, and there's all kinds of automotive auctions. I mean, if you're involved with a dealership, man, there's so many ways for you to obtain cars. It's just freaking ridiculous. Well, anyway, the vehicle got bought. The vehicle needed to get transported. The guy that was supposed to transport the vehicle shucked and jived, shucked and jived, shucked and jived. This is not a cheap car, okay? It does not sit on the parking lot without getting sold very, very soon. There's too much money tied up in it. There's entirely too many taxes tied up in it, because that's a dirty little secret. A car, dealership's got a car on site. They're paying taxes on it. That's why they want to sell it. They don't want it sitting around. Besides the fact that, well, of course, it's money being tied up in the vehicle. They're having to pay for the thing sitting on their inventory, and that sucks. So anyway, the vehicle basically got bought, didn't get transported. I needed to go up to New York and transport the vehicle down to the auction house to get a PSI. That is a, what is it? Pre-sale inspection or something like that. Yeah, pre-sale inspection. So basically the vehicle needed to get inspected. So the vehicle got transported down to the lot. Vehicle then basically sat there. Well, actually, I sat there. The vehicle was being inspected. And I now finally got the vehicle hooked up, and I'm heading back. Let me just show you my clock. That's right. Let me see if I can show it better. It's 4:25. My day started out at 5 a.m. Basically, I sat around for about 2 or 3 hours while they were doing the pre-sale inspection, and you can tell just how tired I am by the sound of my voice, and of course the fact that I'm about ready to just fall over even after 3 or 4 pots of coffee ain't gonna help. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna find myself a place to park, rack out for a little while, get back on the road, play Road Warrior yet again, recharged. Ugh, what a long day. Okay, let me add a little addendum to that last piece. It wasn't a pre-sale inspection, it is a post-sale inspection. As in, the vehicle was sold, needs to be inspected for the guy to say, yeah, okay, what kind of shape is my car in? Post-sale, not pre-sale, post-sale. Remember the part I was saying about fatigue? Tiredness sucks. Oh well, back on the road again. Continuing on the road again. Still on the road again. Ugh. Alright folks, I think we're now pretty much in the home stretch. I'm in Delaware, cruising on down. And I'm going to give you guys a little helpful hint. If you don't have time to get in a full night's sleep in the course of a trip, take a power nap. You ask anybody who's in the service, or was in the service, or at any period in time, soldiers do not sleep because they're tired, they sleep because they're given the opportunity. So if you're good in, well, for about 10-15 minutes of stretch, Sergeant don't see what you're doing, lay down somewhere, find a quiet spot, yank the hat over your head, crash out. Because the only thing you're going to get the worst off is, a kick in the foot and a, hey, you bleep bleep, get up. That's the worst you're going to get. But what you're also going to have is you're going to have a removal of some of your fatigue and you'll be fully functional again. Take a power nap. If you're driving your car and you get to the point where you're about ready to fall out, pull over, hit a rest stop, do anything but keep driving. If you keep driving, potentially you are a hazard. And worse than that, you're going to ruin your car. And worse than that, there's a chance of you ruining you. Don't do that. Be a smart soldier, pull over and get some rest. Good times. Oh, looky, it's the dealership. I guess that means I'm back. So anyway, it's time to hook that last turn. Come on in here and drop this puppy on off. But here's another kind of cool thing that's happened along the wayside. Can't really show it too good on the radio, but the infamous WHFS 99.1 on your FM dial, it's back. I mean, it is really, really back. Brings me back to the good old days when I used to jam out to these guys, and it was the alternative to 98 Rock WIYY in Baltimore, which is kind of more of a heavy metal thing, but it was cool because you could tune to 99.1 and you'd catch like all kinds of really cool bands that were coming up by the wayside, and it was alternative rock. So if you want to check on the web address, I'll put it in the comments, and I'll put all that stuff, you know, like on, well, I usually throw it in there, but I want to give you guys kind of a little bit of a heads up on something cool, and WHFS is bad. Alright, so I'm back at the dealership now. It's time to put this sucker on down, and I guess I get to take this video, take it home, and do some editing, and post it on YouTube. Alright, so here's another trip that is in the can. I'm back in one piece, the truck's back in one piece, and everybody's happy. Good times. Here it is, podcast channel. I'm going to say, see ya, and well, as usual, you know, eat good, keep in the 10 ring, and, well, you know it, you love it, and I'm always going to say it, Tech Man. Pizza! Pizza. Good times.